If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
More subjective.
Right.
Like the Kurt Warner story. Not that you have to have that kind of unique and stocking shelves and doing the World League and the Arena League and all that. Not that has to be a prerequisite, but that is a special circumstance because the league, by definition, when you're talking about players, I mean, in baseball, everybody gets a chance to hit, right? So to a degree, you could, in theory, generate the numbers. And I'm not a big baseball guy.
And the rating, you all, and I know this from talking to you guys during the season, you guys do your own ratings. The game ends, you guys are back at work, and on Monday, Jason Brown walks in and you say, hey, here's what you did yesterday, here's your number, here's your grade for the day. So there are mechanisms in place to grade all the players, but the media, they don't, they're just watching stats.
I stopped doing, by the way, because when I became a head coach, someone came in and said, well, our left guard rated at 72.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so that's not good enough. Okay.
Trent wasn't touched.
Who are you going to put in? It begs the next question. Okay, he graded that, so you're going to put who in?
Right.
But yeah, I think there are those I've heard conversations, and we all know it's barking and talks to a degree, but it's the conversations about what qualifies for the Hall of Fame, and there's those that have said, I don't care the story. Those that are saying, okay, he was out of it 5 years or didn't start for 5 years. I don't care that he was this story that came out of nowhere that has nothing to do with the Hall. It's all about the numbers. It's all about
one thing too about football is there's no definitive. Baseball has that rule. Leslie knows this, talking about baseball for her whole life.
I got a job to do, man.
And that is that baseball, 3,000 hits you get in. 3,000 hits you're in. 300 wins in pitching you're in. There aren't those kind of numbers in football to say this guy gets 100 touchdowns he's in or 5 3,000-yard passing seasons you're in. It's weird.
But didn't Jim Plunkett win 2 Super Bowls and he never really got considered?
Exactly. You look at the Jim Plunkett story and his journey and basically almost running out of the league. I think that's a compelling part of the Hall. I think it is. I think what separates maybe, and I'm biased obviously, but the Football Hall of Fame versus some of the
what's this like for you, speaking of sentiment? Is it what's your view?
It's funny because you're so oblivious to all this. When we played here, I left the hotel other than go to practice one time, and that was to go to the Commissioner's Ball by command performance, so to speak. And that's the only time I left the hotel. So until you got to the stadium, you had no sense of all this. To me, the logistics of this, that the league does on a regular basis, is stunning.
We asked Ray what was the one thing he remembered the most about the Super Bowl. The one thing. And he came up with a one-word answer that I would have never thought of. The one thing in his memory, confetti.
Oh, that's a great memory.
Confetti. That you never see that unless you're a champion. We don't, and I always said unless you're faking a birthday party, but he said, you never use confetti for anything except champions. And he said, I can remember looking up at the sky and it was falling down and I thought, I know I've won. And it was a really insightful answer because I would have never, you think about going out with your buddies afterwards and having a drink, you think about the ring, you think about getting the MVP trophy.
I'll tell you what added to it was, and we were fortunate to be in a game where from about the middle of the 4th quarter, it's not like it was a last-minute game and we won, which is great in itself, but from the middle of the 4th quarter on, we knew we were world champions. So at least for me, and I imagine for Ray to a certain degree, well obviously when he wasn't in the game, the ability to kind of look around and soak it all in. Maybe you don't have a chance during the game. And to just look at the people and the circumstance, and that was special for me because once the game was over, then all hell breaks loose.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.